All right, welcome back, Truth Seeker. Tonight, Sunday Night Football was Tom Brady versus the Kansas City Chiefs, a rematch of Super Bowl 55 in Tampa Bay, where Super Bowl 55 was played. And if you counted all of Brady's regular season games, his starts and the games where he was a backup to Drew Bledsoe, tonight was his 322nd regular season game. 322, that very special number that we talk about quite often in regards to the NFL, pro sports, and a lot more. Of course, 322 is the number of Yale's Skull and Bones, and American football is credited to Walter Camp, who was a member of Yale Skull and Bones, that refers to themselves as Order 322. But right after the Chiefs, the Native American team, beat Tom Brady, the news broke this evening that Sacheen Littlefeather, a Native American activist who made a scene and a memorable moment at the Oscars in 1973. We keep talking about that year, from Soylent Green to Roe vs. Wade and beyond. But she died tonight, and what stands out is she died 322 days after her November 14th birthday. She turned 75 years old November 14th, 2021, and that dates right from the article. Littlefeather, who was Apache and Yaqui, was born Marie Louise Cruz on November 14th, 1946, born in 46, in Salinas, California. She also went to Cal State. So she's from the Bay Area. Remember, the Warriors just became 7-5 in championships, winning the 75th basketball season as well. That's another subject. Well, 322, you know what? 322 was all over those NBA finals as well. Got to go back and check the stats, but I think it was Curry stayed on 322 career losses, and those finals began 322 weeks after Boston snapped the Warriors' record 54-game winning streak. But again, 322 is a special number. And in this case, it seems obvious because you got Brady, the face of the NFL, playing in his 322nd total regular season game. And then you got this woman dead 322 days after her birthday, again, as the Native American team gets the big W. And there is even more to say about this in the numbers. But if you think that's a coincidence, notice here, let me actually just pull up the USA Today article so no one thinks I edited this. But notice the article from USA Today, same publication that mocked me for calling Super Bowl 50 in October, talking about how the NFL's rigged and they do stuff just like this. I was showing how it was in tribute to Cam Newton and Huey P. Newton, and why the white Denver Broncos would beat the black Carolina Panthers in the Bay Area where the black Panthers were founded in Super Bowl 50. Again, you guys, NFL, all day we've been talking about it. You know, the Queen, the ritual they did in London today. But look at this. In this article, they have the picture of her talking about how she finally just got justice for what happened to her in 1973. And it came on the date right here. They talk about where it happened at, and they got the photo of Evening with Sacheen Littlefeather at Academy Museum on September 17th, 2022. Well, that's Patrick Mahomes' birthday, right? Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback of the Chiefs. It's his birthday. His date of birth is September 17th. That means she just got that ceremony on her on his 27th birthday, was that ceremony and ritual for her, apologizing for what happened to her in 1973 after the academies. And just coming back to the 322 Skull and Bones thing, Skull and Bones allows 15 members into their society each year, 15. And Patrick Mahomes, who's the quarterback for the Chiefs who beat Brady tonight, who, again, this woman dies right after the game, and she just got honored after all these years on his 27th birthday. And again, we know about the 27 Club and death. And like I've explained for many years, it's more than just dying at 27. It's rituals like this. She gets that on his 27th birthday. Now she's dead after the big primetime game between him and Brady. But again, he's number 15, like Skull and Bones, 15 members per year. And today was 15 days after his birthday, but also 15 days after she was just honored with the apology for what happened at the academies. And remember what they did with the academies this year and Sidney Poitier and Will Smith but yeah, isn't it all too perfect? And then again, Patrick Mahomes' birthday. It's 17/9 like 179. And remember, in the most pure cipher in Gematria, Skull and Bones is 41. His birthday is 17/9 like 179, the 41st prime number. Tonight, what was the Chiefs' winning score? Here, if you didn't see it, Chiefs box score. They won with 41 points tonight, the Chiefs. Skull and Bones, 41. George Herbert Walker Bush, a member of Skull and Bones, number 41. The story that his father, Prescott Bush, who was a senator who was also in Skull and Bones, stole Geronimo's skull. We used the ritual with Geronimo and the Nationals manager's 322nd career game to project that the Nationals would beat the Astros in Game 7 of the World Series the year they did in a 3-2-2 sports ritual. And in that game, Skull and Bones is 149 in the most simple cipher. Dave Martinez, the manager at the Nationals at the time, he stayed on 149 losses in his 322nd game. George Herbert Walker Bush, who was number 41, his birthday is June 12th, the day leaving 202 days left in the year. The 202nd minute of the day is 3:22 in the morning during the witching hour. And again, 322s from Genesis 322 to Kabbalah, Tree of Life, three pillars, 22 paths. But Skull and Bones 76, again, George W. Bush, who was also president, who was also in Yale Skull and Bones, his birthday is July 6th. And so is Daniel Coit Gilman's. That's another famous Skull and Bones member who founded the Johns Hopkins University. His name's also 76. But anyway, again, this is why there is an organic side, but then there's also a side that looks demonic and evil. And it's like setting up a woman who's 75 years old to come finally get honored on this day for what happened to her in 73. And again, it being 49 years ago, and this factoring with the NFL ritual. Notice how the word Scottish is 49 in the same cipher, so is America. When you just run the alphabetic order in reverse, NFL is 49. So is Super Bowl, since this was a rematch of the Super Bowl. And Super Bowl is also 41 the other way. And that was the winning score tonight. And the other score was 31. Chiefs is 31. Super Bowl 54 and Super Bowl 55, the winning score was 31 points. But again, Scottish 49, America 49, NFL 49. Walter Camp, who's a member of Skull and Bones, he was also a Scottish Rite Freemason. So American football also has a big Scottish Rite connection. And again, she gets honored 49 years after the incident and then dies 15 days later. Again, 322 days after her own birthday, and Brady's 322nd total regular season game as Mahomes' number 15 wins. And again, with regards to gambling in this knowledge, you will win the majority of bets, but some games will make you pull your hair out. Tonight was 200. Tonight, Brady could have got his 281st all-time win. And that's the 60th prime number, and it was 60 days after his birthday. And Mahomes also could have got his 15th career loss tonight, and Tampa equals 15 where the game was. And usually when you have that nice of alignment with both quarterbacks, that type of riddle comes through. So when you lose on those ones, it hurts because those are the ones you count on winning. Usually a strong narrative like that on both sides comes through, but sometimes they fail. That's why I always remind people, just be consistent, never bet the house, never get greedy. Never think you're invincible. Just stay consistent. You'll win more than you lose, but there's some days and games like this that can make you pull your hair out. But again, right after the game ends, you just see that this was a big. I mean, it was all the numbers you talked about. It's just they did it in a different way. And once again, these huge symbolic numbers from this powerful secret society. And you have a dead Native American woman on the same evening to boot. So, with regards to her being Native American and an activist, today does leave 90 days left in the year. And notice how Native American does have that gematria of 90. So, also fitting for the ritual. It's not arbitrary that Sunday Night Football ended up being this matchup today. What else is impressive is this was Brady's 367th all-time start. So 322nd game was in the regular season starts and backup games. Tonight was his 367th all-time start. And here, let me show you this on Number Empire. Let me pop up this website real quick. This number is the 73rd prime number. 367 is the 73rd prime. Brady, remember, he became 7-3 in Super Bowls when he beat the Chiefs, and he did that in Tampa, Florida, the first ever team to host the Super Bowl and play in it. And that was the first year Brady went down there. Tampa, Florida has that Gematria 73. So tonight in Tampa, 367th game, 73rd prime rematch of the Super Bowl. And again, you get a fitting score. Super Bowl 41. The winning score of that Super Bowl, again, was 31 points. Tonight, the score was 41-31. And tonight wasn't Tampa, but that number often plays in Arrowhead Stadium, is 72 land. And it's also 99. Remember, in the 99th NFL season, Tom Brady, with the white New England Patriot on his helmet, went into the Chiefs Stadium for the American Football Conference Championship and got his 99th career road win. And that makes a lot of sense when you know that the United States of America was named that on September 9th, 99, and in Gematria it equals 99, like New England equals 99. So think about the symbolism. The white patriot goes into the home stadium of the native team and loses in the 99th NFL season. That was the year Brady won Super Bowl 53. Again, Patriots 53. They defeated Los Angeles. Very good year for us. But also, one other thing, it's 46 weeks, 46 weeks after her birthday to her death, right? Again, we talk about this all the time. We just talked about this with Coolio. Coolio dying on the 46-year anniversary of Stevie Wonder putting out Pastime Paradise on the album Songs in the Key of Life. Genesis 46 begins with the sacrifice, and the most pure cipher sacrifices 46. And Tom Brady, of course, is also 46. When you run it in reverse, Tom Brady is 46. You see how Tom Brady's 35 and 46, just like Catholic. And again, all roads do lead to Rome. But also 46 weeks after her birthday, and she's born in 46. Adding insult to injury, tonight was Patrick Mahomes' 67th regular season game. Another number we see around death a lot, 67. Kansas City does have that gematria of 67. Game was in Tampa, but Chiefs, Kansas City Chiefs. But what we see with 67 all the time is blood sacrifice is 67 in the most pure cipher, and so is human sacrifice. And again, Mahomes' 67th regular season game tonight. It was his 78th game, including his playoff career. And that's a Sunday number, playing in prime time on Sunday. You see how Sunday's 78 in reverse, 84 forwards. Home teams with the Bucks losing tonight, home teams fell to 8-4 in prime time for the season. But yeah, RIP to this woman. I'll keep this video short and sweet. Been just trying to pump out a lot of videos today, just showing how the NFL connects to other things going on in world events and how it's the same stuff we're documenting year after year. And again, we were just at the Yale campus talking to the students on the campus about this. For the person out there who's watching who thinks this is dumb, watch the video. I think it's on the channel GematriaEffectNews 24, which is suspended. But we were actually just on the Yale campus talking to the students about these types of things and this knowledge. And all the students we conversed with there got it and were appreciative. And again, Yale has really bright students. And out of all the college students I've talked to, they were the most accepting of this information. And some of it was dark stuff to hear about the school they go to. And again, I mean, everyone should be able to see this stuff's beyond coincidence. We're talking about the same numbers, big rituals. Remember when Alex Smith snapped his leg the other year, and they said Joe Theismann was at the game, and Joe Theismann had snapped his leg on the same hash mark in the same way 33 years to the day, and it just happened to be the 322nd day of the year. And J.J. Watt, born on March 22nd, 322, is who broke the leg of Alex Smith. And then Devin Booker, again in the playoffs. He gets his nose busted on the night that Jerry Colangelo, the owner of the team, his wife is sitting courtside with a white t-shirt on with a put on graphic of Steve Nash, who used to play for the Suns, with a broken nose. That's the t-shirt she's wearing on the sidelines the night that Devin Booker gets his nose broke and the clock stops right at 3:22 as his face gets busted. And again, they say there is magical elements to Kabbalah. The word magic itself is 33. Kabbalah, 3 past 22 pillars. The Alex Smith thing, the Suns game was on the 33rd parallel. Is there a way by assigning numbers to things and I don't know, just somehow, some way, it seems that some of this stuff is within in the realm of explanation, but then you look at things like Alex Smith and Devin Booker, and you go, "Well, there's something even deeper going on here," you know? But yeah, RIP to this woman, and this is why I say that this is why we gotta stop going to the games too. If all this stuff is energy and energy manipulation and spell casting, again, the way I imagine you defeat it is by not participating in it. And you know when they gather all these bodies in these stadiums, you know that just so much negative energy came out of Tampa tonight, getting beat pretty good in prime time by the Chiefs. The narrative right now is, ooh, maybe Brady's too old at age 45. Mahomes is, he's 27. He's reaching his pinnacle. It's not Super Bowl 55 anymore, you know. And don't forget how old Brady was. When Brady won Super Bowl 55, he was 43 years old. And again, we're talking about Yale Skull and Bones, right? Yale is 43. Again, the second Bush was number 43. The father, who was number 41, like Skull and Bones, he was the 43rd vice president. Jeb Bush was the 43rd governor of Florida when his brother was elected the 43rd president when it came down to Florida. And notice how Florida, when you run it in inverse numerology, is 43 in that same cipher. So was football. American football is credited to the guy who went to Yale. Masonics also 43. He was a Mason. Now that Brady's 45, again, that was a huge number back when he played in New England. New England's 45 forwards and backwards. But shout out to Green Arrow in Wisconsin. Talk about football land. He's had a hunch now for about a week and a half that Tom Brady's going to go on a bad losing streak, and at the trade deadline, Tampa's going to try and do something, and San Francisco is going to acquire him so he can come back and replace Jimmy G. And again, that would be something if Tom Brady ended up on the 49ers this year. So that's a narrative to watch. In light of what I just said too about the Warriors winning the 75th NBA season, and again, just the way that they'll end up connecting all of the world of sports. And again, the Warriors just had the big 3-2-2 ritual in the finals. So that 49 years ago fits in with Warriors as well. Warriors is 49 in the most pure cipher. And with regards to this woman dying at age 75, Littlefeather, her surname is also 75. Her birth town where she's from, Salinas, is 75. Again, Catholic Church is 75. Special number, the word order itself is 75. So is New World Order. Again, you got the New York Times headline from October 6, 1940, about who the New World Order was pledged to. Again, just with regards to her death at age 75. Again, the Skull and Bones president, George H.W. Bush, gave the speech about a new world order 11 years to the day of 9/11 when the huge 11 ritual happened. But if you've never seen this before, New York Times, October 6, 1940, New World Order pledged to Jews. Arthur Greenwood, a British war cabinet, sends message. Again, the London games start today. But again, that was a date with 75 numerology. New World Order 75, order out of chaos, order itself. Catholic Church. So. But yeah. Make sure you guys subscribe to the other people in the community who do the good work. Subscribe to Kayla Decode Talker. She's doing her sports picks now. She's doing really great with her sports picks. And I know she's going to do a video on this because she always covers everything that they do ritualistically when it comes to the Native American side of things. She's Native American herself, and she always does a really great decode. Well, just pretty much on everything, but whenever one of these Native American related stories come up, she goes a few extra notches. So I know she'll find out a whole bunch more about this because, again, this is really just a surface level decode, but the 322 thing is what screamed out right away. Her dying 322 days after her birthday, her death announced right after the Chiefs beat Brady, again in his 322nd all time regular season game. Tonight was his 320th start in the regular season, but his 322nd total regular season game again, because that includes games where he backed up Drew Bledsoe. But yeah, well, when I looked at this, I saw right away the picture from Patrick Mahomes' birthday, and I just thought, man, these people are literally getting away with murder. And we use that as a figure of speech, right? Your numbers up, getting away with murder. It's like all of a sudden you realize those phrases have a whole lot more meaning when you realize this game that's being played. And just how they mentioned nearly 50 years ago that this incident happened. And again, Chiefs is 50 in the most simple cipher. So is America, like 50 states and 6 territories for a total of 56 to go with the 56 signers. Again, that's a huge Jesuit number if you're new here. But anyway, we'll leave it there for now. Kayla Decode Talker. Here, let me get Kayla's channel. For those of you guys who don't know Kayla's channel, let me get it up there. Kayla Decode Talker. So she's got a Patreon going now. Support Kayla. She's great at what she does, and just watch. She will have a video on this, and it will be very impressive. But Kayla Decode Talker. She's on Twitter. She's on YouTube. She's probably on some other platforms as well. Well, maybe that's it for right now. But yeah, be sure to follow. So, all right, True Seeker, have a good rest of your evening. If you're in the other part of the world, have a good day. And until next time.